All right, so we bought the Veer wagon a few years back, and it was a lot more expensive than everything else that was on the market. When me and my wife saw it, we were very impressed with the quality, and we had an interesting conversation saying how it would be amazing if Veer made a stroller. A few months after that, Veer made a stroller, and after that, things started to kind of go sideways. So this is going to be our review of the Veer stroller, the Switchback. This set is not cheap for its price point. It's actually pretty expensive. We spent about $1,500 for 2 switchbacks, which is basically the seating for the infant, the kind of the comfy kind of adding. And so when you spend something close to about $1,500, you kind of expect something good. We got a very bad kind of experience with this. Originally we ordered a bassinet. It came a few months late, and so our newborn kind of overgrew it. And when we tried to return it unused, we had an extremely hard time working with Veer, where they made every single complaint throughout our emails and discussions that they didn't really want to accept it for many different reasons. Finally, at the end, once we complained, really kind of said firmly, this is crap that you guys are treating this because you guys were late by 3-4 months. So if you come over here, so for a $1,500 stroller, we've had this for about 7 months. We use it typically only on the weekends when we go out with the family. When we go to the store, we'll use the cart itself to put the babies in. So it has very, very limited use on this. This is not something that we use to the mountains or on a lot of trips. This is a very kind of once a week, a few times a week, and that's it. Typically just around town or just walking around in the neighborhood. Within that time frame, we already have, if you look right here, these bolts, these nuts, they are already coming loose and undone. So you can see how they're already spinning. And right now it's kind of hard to get it, but you can hear how they're starting to undo themselves. Within that time frame, we kind of glued this back on, but we had this cap come off. We were right now at Disney for the first time, and the brake system broke. So you could even hear, if you hear that squeaking, the tires started to squeak, the brakes broke down, and you can hear this click. The way the brakes work is that when you press it, it clicks and the brakes work. So it's not supposed to just go down. You click on it again and then they release and it'll turn green. So you see how they're still red. And we've had that system fail on us all day today. When you look at the arms right here, typically you're supposed to press them together and it releases easily. We started noticing that lately, you press both of them evenly, you start picking them up, and it would always start to jam one side and you can't get it out. And it's not that it won't even release it just won't even release it. And we use it again. We have a small family, small kids, we don't abuse these. And so out of careful use, you'd be surprised at how stuff like this is starting to fail. The front wheels are starting to squeak as well. And you could kind of even hear kind of the squeaking, but it also, they started to bend inside on the turns. We had a very cheap stroller for our first stroller with our first kid, and we noticed that, and that's the reason why we got Veer in the first place, is that whenever you would turn, the wheels would kind of get stuck and wouldn't turn in themselves. We started having issues with the switchback. Whenever you start pressing them down like this, sometimes they'll go down normally, sometimes they won't. So for about $1,500, if you look at Nuna and other companies that we had friends have for years, 2, 3, 4 years, even with the more abuse that we had in the last 7 months, nowhere close, and it will last a lot better. With this one, we have been extremely disappointed. Also, one thing you would realize that whenever Veer, they have 2 numbers on their website, they automatically go to voicemail. You can never get a hold of anybody. On email, it's very hard to get a reply, or they always try to get back to you in a way where you're at fault, that we personally noticed with the bassinet issue. We emailed them about these issues. They haven't got a reply from them yet. We're just waiting. But for $1,500, it's kind of pathetic. You have screws, which is for a safety reason, which is already unscrewed, which is wrong. Also, forgot to mention, we've noticed originally it used to be a pretty tight, meaning that it didn't have much wobble. Now we're noticing there's a lot of extreme wobbling going on naturally. Before, you could feel that everything was kind of screwed in, everything was in place. Now it feels just it's kind of getting worse. So I understand it's a new product. and I'm hoping Veer will reply and will replace it. It's only been about 7 months of use, and again, light use. So it's very disappointing to see things fail with what they were marketing as something that was an extremely great quality product. There's a few good things that we enjoy about the Switchback, that you're able to remove it, use it as a seat instead of as a high chair at places when we go out to eat. We enjoy that they have shocks and you could use the right tension when you need it, and it's an aluminum frame. You can see nice welds. But stuff like even this, we had. This is what we replaced this one. I think we replaced both of them. But if you start noticing, you'll start seeing it turn white. And we started noticing all our cup holders, these brackets breaking off really easily. You can even see these already broken off right here. And this is all it is from just naturally just putting them on and taking them off. So even on these, they're already broken. On the other ones, the clips broke off. And so what you're having is a lot of plastic that's coming off, breaking off. Let's see if this one had the same thing here. Same thing, corners already broken off. You starting to see kind of the bend right here. And these are already the ones we replaced, that we had a handful that were already new. So it's very sad. Again, a brand new product, very limited use, and the whole thing's just falling apart as if it was made in China. And it's just kind of sad to see. So hopefully Veer will improve. We told them we would like to upload a YouTube video and give us an honest review on it, because it's something I wanted to do for a little while that, again, $1,500 for this crap, it's not really worth it. So let me know if anybody has any issues like this similar. Leave a comment, a like, and then yeah, awesome.